I want to touch next on the myth around ERPs only being suitable for bigger businesses.
Yeah, look, absolutely. This was true many years ago, and maybe even not so long ago, if I talk in the sense of 10 years, etc. Only large blue chip organisations could actually afford to do true ERP solutions. And, it made sense for them because they were sitting there investing a lot of effort, maybe over a 2-year span, to build out the way they wanted to do business, etc., and commonise it across maybe multiple divisions, multiple categories, whatever it may be. And they got some payback. And we can argue out, by the way, whether all the payback was delivered to some of those big businesses. Today, it's very, very different. And I guess it's the old, I don't want to call ERP a commodity, but the reality of a product comes out, you get a lot of value for it, and over time, it becomes something that's in the market everywhere and available. So I think right now, in the last 5 years, and I keep seeing this as a critical time, whilst cloud's been around for 10 or so years, I think it's a perfect time. The ERPs are for the common man or woman as such. You get the best of what the big companies have got for all of their time. You actually learn from their learnings, if you like, and they're embedded in the solutions, the way they work. So what smaller or mid-sized businesses get is end-to-end processes that really work. And you focus on personalising the parts to your business that matter, not the core way the ERP works. So the projects are a lot smaller, and I'll come to that in a second. The other thing I would say is, I'll turn this around as a myth in a sense. Smaller, medium-sized businesses need to do this stuff now. The expectations a while ago were you're dealing, if you're a large, say, Coles, Myer, or Coles, Myer, how far back am I going? Coles or Woolworths, those guys didn't impose things on you back then because you were a small business, or you went through some aggregator organisation that did big business stuff for you and you lost margin on that transaction. So now they expect that things are common today. So electronic interchange, so EDI is a requirement now. They expect you to have customer service that allows them to raise a case and a warranty call. They expect you to have the things that are delivered through an ERP now. So I think, we're in a perfect world where absolutely not just for big business. And I would suggest that smaller business actually get better returns from it than big business. So if you think about big business, they still want to do it their way. They still see their way of doing things as the way they differentiate themselves. Whereas smaller business and medium businesses understand, look, I just need to get e-commerce working and have that transaction go straight back to my finance side. I need to make sure things flow. Flow is the best way you can make money in a business today. Don't let them be held up. You're going to do that.